Isang magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Good morning everyone. Greetings to our Schools Division Superintendent Ma'am Maharani M. Jacinto, CESO 5, to our ASDSS, OIC ASDS Dr. Jerry C. Bukingkito, and Sir Raymond M. Salvador, CESI, to our SGOD Chief, Dr. Gay A. Abduhan, to our CID Chief, Dr. Juliet A. Magallanes, to our Administrative Officer 5, Ma'am Zinaida Imago, Section Heads, to the whole Schools Division Office, to our viewers, good morning, and welcome to the virtual orientation for Administrative Officer 2 applicants. To start with, let's have first the singing of the national anthem, to be followed by an invocation and the singing of Zamboanga del Sur March, to be presented to us via virtual presentation.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Tayang mag-ibig, dalas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik ko'y buhay. Upang pinilang, kuya ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka masisikin, sa nagatak tugon sa simoy at sa langit ng pagkaw, ay tinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng katawan ko'y tagumpay na nag-iinig, ang puluhin at karanyang kailan pa may matitigil. Lumang ang araw ng walang iba, buhay langit sa piling ko. Ang ligaya niya ay mga amin at mamatay ng
Our Almighty God, loving Heavenly Father, at this moment we pause from our worldly worries and seek your guidance and protection. In these times of uncertainty and great challenges, we still praise you and adore you for blessings you have showered to us, the blessings of life, health, and work. We are also thankful for the opportunity to ask forgiveness of our sins. We have many sins, dear Lord. Nothing is hidden from you. Yet we ask that you forgive us and that our supplications still reach your throne of mercy and grace. At this moment, Lord, we pray that you accept our expressions of thanksgiving. We have so many things to be thankful for, and we are most thankful for the opportunity of serving our country through the Department of Education, Schools Division of Zamboanga del Sur. We are thankful for your protection and for sending your angels to envelop us and keep us away from harm and danger and from the evil doings of men. We are thankful for the wise leadership of our top management, our chiefs, and the cooperation of officials and personnel in the Schools Division Office. We are thankful for the leadership of supervisors and school heads and the commitment and support of all our teachers. With our expression now that you continue to guide us in our ways. Guide us as we perform our assigned tasks. Guide us as we serve the country. Guide us as we provide education to the children in this part of Mindanao. We also ask that you continue to bless our leaders with wisdom and continue to bless us with a spirit of patience and cooperation. We ask that you always bless our children and their parents and our partners in this work. Remind us always, dear Lord, that we are serving this country by providing education to our children and youth, and that we are doing this so that no one is left behind in illiteracy and ignorance, and that we are able to help parents and guardians mold a new generation of community leaders and even nation builders. We also ask, Lord, that you continue to bless us with what we need, the need of security, safety, and shelter. We know, Lord, that you alone can offer these things to your children, and you alone can offer these completely to us. To our teachers in the field, protect them always, Lord. Give them wisdom and strength as they continue the sacred mission of guiding children, thus making them good citizens of this province. Soon, and all of us will be free from the worries this disease brings. At this moment, dear Lord, we yield to your power, your loving kindness, and your will. All these things we ask in your name we pray. Amen.
With fair shores and mountains filled with treasures, on each land where dreams unfold. Its people marching on to progress, hearts undaunted, brave and true. Hand in hand with brother Filipinos, Zamboanga will make you great. We'll work unceasing, without relenting, for country's pride you can count on us. With fair shores and mountains filled with treasure, our rich land where dreams unfold. Its people marching on to progress, hearts and daughters brave and true. Hand in hand with brother Filipinos, Zamboanga will make you great. Work exceeding, without relying, for country's might you can count on us. Come to beautiful Zamboanga Sur, welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of the wondrous land. Zamboanga del Sur, the bountiful, we love thy whole heart, spirit and soul. We will live for you, we will die for you. Here is its arms, Zamboanga del Sur. Come to beautiful Zamboanga Sur, welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of the wondrous land. Zamboanga del Sur, the bountiful, we love thy whole heart, spirit and soul. We will live for you, we will die for you. Fearless hearts, Zamboanga del Sur.
So at this moment, no, regarding sa mga attendees natin, so currently, right now, we have like 1,500 attendees no, via Microsoft Teams, and we also have 155 via our YouTube channel. So sa mga hindi makapasok sa Microsoft Teams, available yung ating virtual orientation sa ating YouTube channel. So search nyo lang DepEd Zamboanga del Sur. And also we have an attendance attendance checking. We have a link na nilagay namin sa chat box. So sa mga hindi pa nakakapansin, try niyo lang visit yung lower left ng screen nyo. Andyan yung attendance natin. And so much for that sa attendance natin. I guess majority of the applicants are already here. And for now, No, proceed tayo sa ating house rules. So, meron tayong house rules dito. So, just allow me to relate to you our house rules. So, meron tayong 6 house rules dito. Mga queries, meron kayong mga clarifications, meron kayong mga questions, no? I-drop nyo lang or comment nyo lang sa my chat box and also sa YouTube channel natin, meron ding chat box doon. Diyan nyo lang ilagay yung mga queries nyo para malaman namin and then ma-note namin and also ma-address namin maya-maya. Okay, the next one is check your internet connection, your headset, microphone, and camera. So sa inyong part na to, try nyo na lang i-check yung mga internet connection nyo. Baka meron tayong mga ano dyan na pwedeng interrupt sa panonood nyo. And the last one, or second to the last one is stay focused and avoid multitasking. So we are not going to take much of your time. So this is just going to be short. So as much as possible, no, avoid multitasking para hindi kayo ma-interrupt sa pakikinig nyo or panonood nyo. And then makuha nyo yung mga details na kailangan nyo malaman as what I have said earlier. And the last one, prepare for a backup plan. So kung meron mga power interruption, at least meron kayong backup plan, no, para at least di kayo or maka-stay kayo dito sa ating virtual orientation. And I guess that would be all sa ating house rules. And the next one, no? Proceed naman tayo before I introduce the first speaker for this morning. Help me welcome our OIC, or I mean our ASDS, now one of our ASDS, Sir Raymond Salvador, for his welcome remarks and statement of purpose.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Prince. First, allow me to congratulate the team of the HRMO, headed of course by the admin officer AO Mago, and with our HRMO Ma'am Eva Castro and the team for doing this virtual orientation for our administrative officer to applicants. This is one way for us to ensure that the process in the selection, placement, and screening of our applicants is really indeed following what has been set forth by the Civil Service Commission and following also the issuances, the policies, and the different guidelines also set by the Department of Education. To our virtual attendees, our aspirant administrative officer 2, my advance congratulations to all of you. Your attendance is a signal and a sign that you have made it. Many have been called, but only few are chosen. Although this is not yet the final phase of the process, but nonetheless, you being an attendee of this orientation means to say that you have qualified and have the potential to be an AO2 of the Department of Education. Let us also be reminded that the Department of Education invited you to be part of its organization, and we must be willing and ready to undergo the different evaluation process. I know there is more than 1,000 of applicants that we are having now, and we only have 260 plus items, so only a few will be able to make it. But don't be discouraged. Like I said, you have made it, you have qualified yourself to be in this position. It's just so happen, maybe you just need some more training, experience, or exposure. Don't think this would be the last of your chance or for you to attempt to join the organization. It's enticing really, no, the position, the AO2 position, because the entry salary grade, it's very enticing. But let us always be reminded that you submitted yourself to join this process. We didn't forcibly invite you to be part of the organization, meaning to say, if you have any questions, clarification, or doubts, you have to raise it to the proper authorities. This venue this morning that we're having right now is one of those avenues for you to air any clarification, any concerns that you have that you think needs to be further explained to you. So you will be able to say, I have really underwent a thorough process, and it was clearly stated and clearly elaborated to all of us. We want also to give you the assurance that we in the division of Zamboanga del Sur value all of your inputs, all of your feedbacks, because this is one way for us to improve our delivery and what is being expected of us by the national office or our central office. We are also very happy that you have submitted yourself for this application, because this is also one way for us to see what is the need or what are the needs of our future members of the organization. So we hope that at the end of this day, I know it might be uh, more than half day of orientation. We see this as a great way for us to reach you out, to reach all of you, so that you will be able to listen and to understand how we do the selection process. And if ever you will be given the chance out of the 1,000, if I'm not mistaken, almost 1,500 plus attendees virtually in the Microsoft Teams and in the YouTube. Those 260 plus who will make it, we hope that you would devote and commit yourself to serve the Department of Education. We are fully aware that this position has been lodged to our schools. It is where your services will be needed and your services will be expected that you will provide to our teachers. If you remember, if you saw or if you have read in social media platforms, this is one of the thrusts of our Department of Education Secretary and Vice President Zara Duterte, that she wants to deload our teachers of ancillary or auxiliary services that they have. Part of your duties will be to assist and to provide administrative support to our teachers and to our school heads. So we hope for those who will make it, and for those who are listening, I hope you are ready, because in DepEd you not only sing, you dance, you compose, you do everything. So you have to be ready. So one way for us to ensure that you will be ready is this kind of activity that we are having right now in the orientation. This is one of those many activities that we are doing to ensure that you will not have the culture shock when you join the Department of Education. So again, to all of you, thank you so much for submitting yourself to be evaluated and to undergo the process. Again, my hats off to our HRM PSV group, to our Administrative Officer 5, to our HRMO AO4, and to the team heading this virtual orientation. And to all of you listening, both in our themes and in our YouTube page, my advance congratulations and thank you so much. You all be safe and God bless and have a good morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Raymond. That's our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. At this moment, let's proceed to the discussion of the hiring process to be presented by yours truly. Okay, so ngayon guys, i-discuss ko yung mga kung ano yung flow ng hiring process para sa vacant position na ito. Okay, so we have now, ipa-flash natin sa screen yan. So we have the hiring process. So yung pinakaunang part is the opening a position from DBM. So ito yung nangyari nung mga nakaraang buwan, no? Nung ni-release na yung position para sa para sa Administrative Officer 2. So yun, ginawa to ng DBM. So the next one is the publication and posting of vacancy. So, ito yung nangyari after nung nag-open na ng position si DPM, no? Nag-post yung DepEd ZDS or yung RSPs, no? Yung yung in charge para sa recruitment, selection, and placement page. So yun na, meron na tayong publication na nangyari. The next one is the orientation of applicants. So supposedly ito yung dapat na next one. So yun na nga, orientation of applicants, ito na yung mga ginagawa natin ngayon. We're having our virtual orientation para sa ating mga applicants para sa AO2. So the next one is the submission and receipt of applications and credentials. So ito na yung time na magsasubmit yung mga applicants natin ng mga requirements, no, mga necessary requirements para sa application nila. Next is the initial appraisal of the qualification of applicants. So yung mga documents na sinubmit ng mga applicants is i-evaluate yon ng mga document of evaluators natin na identified by the HRM PSB, no? So the total folders na natanggap namin dito sa office is around 1,882 folders. So napakarami talaga niyan. The next one is the comparative assessment of applicants. No, dito natin malalaman, no, dito malalaman ng mga applicants kung qualified ba sila or not. So, isi-send yan via email or text. So, the next one is the HRM PSB deliberation. So, dito yung mga final scoring, no, yung mga documents na isasubmit, merong yung mga score, no, equivalent score. So, dito mangyayari yung final scoring ng mga documents na sinubmit ng mga applicants natin. So, yung HRM PSB, a Human Resource Merit Promotion and Selection Board. The next one is the posting of results. So, dito na yung ipopost yung mga results, no, na mga scoring sa mga documents nyo, kung ano ba yung result na nakuha nyo. The next one is the selection by the appointing authority. Ito na yung time na magsiselect na, no, kung sino yung makukuha or sino yung mga qualified na applicants, which is to be done by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto. And the next one is the background investigation. Ito, if necessary lang naman na meron magkaroon ng mga investigation, saka na mangyayari itong background investigation. So far, kung wala naman, ay hindi na mangyayari ito. If necessary lang naman. And the next one is the finalizing the results. So ito, overall na to, nakasama na yung mga document na sinubmit. Tsaka meron pa mga ibang mga test na kailangan na i-perform ng ating mga applicants and also from the interviews itself. So dito na mangyayari lahat ng mga result ay ma-finalize na dito sa part na to. And the second to the last one is the assignment, order, and processing of appointment. Dito sa part na to, dito na lahat ng mga qualified applicants na pasok, dito na sila pupunta. So meron na silang, bibigyan na sila ng assignment order, kung saan sila ilalagay or kung anong school. So dito na malalaman yun sa assignment order. And also the processing of appointment. Next yun na after mabigay na yung assignment order natin. The last one is the effectivity of appointment. So dito na malalaman ng qualified applicant, no, or yung newly hired natin na administrative officer 2, dito na malalaman kung ano yung effectivity date niya, kung kailan na siya magsisimula as an AO2. Okay, that's all for the hiring process for the application of the administrative officer 2. So at this moment, no, let's proceed to our next speaker. One of our chief here in the division office, SJOD Chief Dr. Gay A. Abduhan, for the provisions in the selection of DepEd Order number 66 series of 2007. Let's welcome Dr. Gay A. Abduhan.
My respect to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Maharani M. Jacinto, to the Schools Assistants Division Superintendents, ASDS Raymond Salvador and ASDS Jerry Boquinquito, to the Chief of the Curriculum and Implementations Division, Dr. Juliet Magallanes. To each one of you in the platform, maayong adlaw. So, we are still on the orientation of the revised guidelines on the appointment and promotion of other teaching, related teaching and non-teaching positions. My name is Gay Asugas Abduhan, the Schools Governance and Operations Division Chief. I will be sharing to you the continuation of AO Zinaida Mago on these guidelines, no? Naibahagi na po niya sa inyo yung procedures on the conduct of these hiring guidelines, appointment, no? Appointment in this position. So, na-share na po niya sa inyo yung procedure kung paano po, ano po ang flow, ano po yung una, at I'm sure nakikinig po kayo para po guided po tayo kung ano po ang step-by-step procedure, kung ano po yung process, ano po yung kasusunod, or ano po yung direction sa mga process na ito. No? And mine here is just a continuation, no? Number 2 of what A.O. Mago's presentation sa inyo kanina. No? So again, this is revised guidelines on the appointment and promotion of other teaching related teaching and non-teaching positions. Ang lahat pong ito ay nasa DepEd Order number 66, series of 2007. These guidelines shall apply, I will reiterate, to the appointment and promotion of teaching and related teaching groups such as Teacher 2 and 3, Education Supervisor 1, 2, and 3, Chief Education Supervisor, Education Program Specialist 1 and 2, Senior Education Program Specialist, Chief Education Program Specialist, Guidance Counselors, Guidance Coordinators, and other teaching and related teaching positions indicated in the Magna Carta for public schools teachers, except school heads, principals, and teachers, head teachers, and all non-teaching group. So, ito na po. Number 2, a continuation of A.O. Mago's presentation. Number 2 is composition of the Personnel Selection Board or the PSB. Sino-sino po ang involved? Sino-sino po ang kasali, ang mga taong andyan po sa PSB or the Personnel Selection Board? The PSB shall be composed of the following. In the division, meron po tayo, may PSB po sa central office, may PSB po sa regional office, but I will be sharing to you the PSB in our schools division. So dito po sa ating division, ang chairperson po ng PSB ay ang Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. No? Ito po ay si ASDS Raymond Salvador. And ang mga members po niya ay ang head of the schools where the vacancy exists. No? Kung saan po yung vacancy, kung saan po yung ina-applyan nyo dahil bakante, doon ang nagha-hire, ang school head po doon ay involved, no? School head of the school where the vacancy exists. The next member of the PSB is the Administrative Officer 5 or Administrative Officer 2, no? Then, President of the Division, DepEd Employees, Employees Union, Non-Teaching Association, Faculty Association, as the case may be. Okay, ito po, computation of points. Paano po kino-compute ang bawat criterion, no? So, nakikita niyo po sa screen ang mga criteria in teaching related or teaching group, no? Sa criteria po ng or ang computations po niya ay number 1 po dyan, first po dyan ay performance. So, ang points po dyan ay 35. Then followed by experience, that is 5, and outstanding accomplishments or meritorious accomplishments, that is 20, and education, 25, psychosocial attributes, that is 5, potential, 5 again, then training, 5, a total of 100. For the non-teaching group, ito po ang mga criteria. Performance, for level 1, 35, for level 2, 30. But tayo po ay nasa level 2, no? Ang ina-applyan po natin ay belong po kayo sa level 2. So for the performance, that is 30, experience 10, outstanding accomplishments or meritorious accomplishments, that is 20, and education is 15, psychosocial attributes 10, potential 5, training 10, and a total of 100. Ang una po ay performance rating. The performance rating of the candidate for the last 3 rating periods prior to screening should be at least very satisfactory. Ang ibig sabihin po nito, ang performance rating po natin ay yung before the screening. So kung ngayon ang screening, ang performance rating po na ating isasubmit ay yung prior, yung before. And at least 3 rating period. No? 3 rating periods and should be very satisfactory. So that's for performance rating. The next letter B is experience. Ang experience po must be relevant to the duties and functions of the position to be filled. So, ano po ba ang ina-applyan po natin ngayon? Ano po ang position na a-applyan po natin? So, our experience should be related to that position. So, ngayon, pag-isipan na po natin kung mga experience po ba natin ay talagang related po ba sa job, sa position na ina-applyan po natin ngayon. The next is outstanding accomplishments. Outstanding accomplishments. So meaning po, kung nagiging outstanding employee po kayo or nakakatanggap po kayo dati sa inyong trabaho na kayo ay nagiging nakatanggap po kayo ng outstanding employee award, no? Kung nagtatrabaho kayo, kung wala kayong experience o wala kayong outstanding employee awards, okay lang po. Pero kung meron, dapat po may certificate po tayo na may present po natin being proof po na nagiging outstanding employee po tayo. No? So we're going to submit certificate for this item. Huwag po nating pansinin yung award in the school, division, region kasi hindi po applicable yan sa inyo. Na para lang po yan sa teaching. No? The next is innovations. Ano po bang ibig sabihin nito? Innovative work plan properly documented. So, approved by immediate chief and attested by authorized official. Okay. So, kung halimbawa po, meron po tayong nagawang isang innovation sa pinagtatrabahuan nyo or sa company where you belong. Kung meron kayong nagawang innovation, ano kaya halimbawa ng innovation? No? Yung nakakatulong sa company, no? Nakakatulong na-improve po yung company nyo, no? So, yun po ay isa sa mga halimbawa, and that innovation should be properly documented. Hindi po natin pwedeng sasabihin na, yun, may innovation ako na may idea akong sinasuggest at nagiging practice ng company, yun ay innovation ko na yun. So, hindi po ganyan. Meron po tayong dokumentong nagpapatibay, nagpapatunay na meron, gawa mo po yun. No? So, it should be documented. Meron kayang, halimbawa, proposal o di kaya feasibility study, basta any document that tells that kayo po ang may nagmamay-ari sa innovation na po. Innovation na pong yan. So, and it should be, aside from the proposal, it should be also, the proposal should be, activity proposal should be approved, no, by your immediate chief and as tested by authorized official. No? So that's the documents that will serve as proof of your innovations. Wag mong, no, conceptualize, started, and implementation. No, started the implementation. Kailan na-conceptualize mo, yung proof po, yung document po na i-implement nyo po, at saka fully implemented na ba, no? And adapted by the company, adapted by your office, no? So yun. Then the next is research and development projects. Kung meron po kayong research, no, na kayo po ang kayo po ang proponent, kayo po ang author. So you produce a document, then submit. No, the document that tells that you really have that. Ikaw po ang may-ari or ikaw ang research proponent. So, never mind po yung school level, district, and division level kasi po applicable lang po yan sa teaching position. The next is publication and authorship. Articles published in a journal, articles yung write-up nyo po, no? Articles published in a newspaper, published in the magazine, no? And magazine of wide circulation. So, yung hindi lang po yung publish nyo po, yung write-up nyo po, kung nagiging co-author ka po, no, ng isang book, o ikaw ang may akda, ikaw ang author ng book, or co-author ka ng book, may point po yan. No? So, you just submit a document on your authorship or yung article na ipapublish nyo po. So, that's under publication and authorship. The next is consultant or resource speaker in trainings, resource speaker in seminars. No? Kung nagiging consultant po kayo, kung nagiging resource speaker po kayo sa isang training, sa isang seminar, please present a proof of that. No? Submit a document that you were a resource speaker of that certain activity or trainings and seminars, no? So that's under letter E. Now let's proceed to letter D, education and training. Education, ibig sabihin po nito, ang mga documents po na ating isasubmit nito sa education ay yung transcript of records, no? Complete academic requirements for master's degree. Kung wala kayong master's degree, yung nyo po, yung transcript of record nyo po, ang isasubmit po ninyo. Kung meron po kayong master's degree or doctoral, complete academic po kayo, po kayo ng doctoral degree or di kaya master's degree, kung complete academic, na-meet nyo po yung so you just submit also a transcript of record and it should be certified, no, by the school, no, kung saan po kayo nag-graduate. Kasi kapag lang po yung isasubmit natin, yung transcript nyo po na walang certified from your school, no, walang seal o di kaya certification from your certified true copy from your school, hindi po yan valid, hindi po yan matatanggap ng PSB. No? Kung transcript lang po yung isasabit nyo na walang certified true copy from the school, hindi po yan matatanggap ng PSB. At kung wala pa kayong transcript, di po pwedeng mag-submit lang tayo ng certification na you are no? Complete academic requirement lang po tayo, tapos certification, hindi po talaga pwede yan. So, kailangan yung transcript at saka may kahit hindi mo pa natapos, kahit lang, basta ando naka-reflect sa inyo pong transcript. Okay, next. Training. Participant in a specialized training, no? Kung nagiging participant po kayo, kung nakaka-attend po kayo ng isang training, no? training na ang training na napagdaluhan nyo po ay 3 days, no? Kailangan po 3 days yung training na nasasalihan nyo po. So 3 days training activities in each level conducted by at least 3 days. Halimbawa po, 3 trainings ang naaatinan po ninyo, dapat bawat isa po 3 days. The second training, the second certificate, dapat po 3 days. The third training po, 3 days. So bawat isang training po, bawat isang certificate po ay 3 days conducted. So that's for district or division level. Pero kung ang naaatinan nyo po ay international o di kaya national training, hindi na bali pong 3 certificate. Kahit isang certificate lang po, pwede na. Basta 3-day training. No? Kahit isa lang kung international at national level. Pero yung international at saka national or international level, it should be signed by 3 po, no? Yung organizer, yung nag-sponsor o di kaya ng mga facilitators, no, ng training management, no, it should be signed. At kung international man, hindi po ibig sabihin na ang title international, pero yung nagsasign naman yung mga signatories ay hindi po foreigners o di kaya it is just conducted here in our country, so hindi pa po yan makukonsider na international training kahit yung title nyo po ay international. So ano po yan, i-evaluate po talaga yan ng ating PSB, ng ating mga evaluators, no? Next, participant in one training conducted. O, ito po yung sinabi ko, kapag national or international level, okay lang po na 1 certificate, basta yung isang certificate ay 3-day. No? Kung 1-day training lang po, hindi po pwede talaga. Sorry. Kaya po, dapat 3 days. Chairperson or co-chair po kayo ng isang planning committee or technical committee. So kung nagiging chair kayo, chairperson kayo, di kaya co-chair po kayo sa isang committee, mag-submit ka po ng document na nagpapatunay na nagiging chairman po kayo or nagiging co-chair po kayo. So yun lang. Disregard po yung district level or division level kasi po that's good only for the teaching position. That's not applicable for you. So just submit 1 certificate for chairmanship and co-chair. Then potential. This refers to the capacity and ability of a candidate to assume the duties of the position to be filled up and those of higher level. The personnel selection board or the PSB shall determine the potentials of the candidate based on each of the following components. What are those? Number 1 po, communication skills. No? Sa interview, titingnan po nila kung yung pagdi-deliver po natin, yung communication skills po natin, no? Not only oral, not only verbal, but there is also written, no? Written test. So speaks and writes effectively in Filipino and English. Next, ability to present ideas. Presents well-organized and precise ideas which mark command of the language used. Alertness, manifest presence of mind and awareness of the environment. The next one is judgment. Demonstrates sound judgment. Then, number 5, leadership ability. Influences others to do the task for him. So ang bawat isa po, yan po ang indicator po kung paano ka po i-rate sa bawat item. Then is psychosocial attributes and personality traits. This factor includes human relations, stress tolerance, and decisiveness, which would indicate the capability of the candidate to be assets to the entire service system and utilize his or her talents and expertise to the maximum. So human relations, what are these? One, judgment adjust to the variety of personalities, ranks, and informal groups present in the organization. Internalizes work changes with ease and vigor. Accepts constructive criticisms objectively, whether from his subordinates, peers, or superiors. Observes proper decorum in relating with superiors and peers. Then takes the initiative to organize work group, adopt procedures and standards in his own level. Now let's proceed to decisiveness. What is this all about? Thinks logically and act accordingly. Considers alternative and recommend solutions when faced with problems, situations. Gives convincing recommendations and suggestions, then acts quickly and makes the best decision possible. Exercise flexibility and stress tolerance. Under stress tolerance, what are these? Number one, exercise high degree of tolerance for tension resulting from increasing volume of work, organizational change, environmental conflict. The next is uses coping mechanisms to handle creatively tensions resulting from one's work. Controls negative manifestations of emotions. Performs satisfactorily his duties and functions in a tension-laden situation. Then channels negative emotions to positive and constructive endeavors. Now, the next is number 4, repealing clause. All rules, regulations, and issuances which are inconsistent with these guidelines are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. Then the next is sanctions. Anyone found guilty of violating the provisions of this MSP and the enclosed guidelines or parts thereof shall be dealt with accordingly. And the last, number 6, is effectivity. Kailan po?
Okay, that's our Chief SGOD, Dr. Gay A. Abduhan. All right, at this moment, let's welcome our OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Jerry C. Bukinkito, for his inspirational message. All right.
Thank you, sir. And good morning to each one, to our Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Harani Jacinto, to Sir Raymond, to our two chiefs, Ma'am Gay and Ma'am Joy, to all those who have participated in this virtual meeting. Mayong buntag natong tanan. I'm supposed to give the opening remarks, but I'm sorry, I failed to connect to the virtual room. Anyway, we thank you so much to all those who participated in this virtual room, to our applicants, and to those personnel in the division office who are facilitating this conference. And of course, I would like to greet also to all the members of the SRM PSB. headed by Sir Raymond. And to all our participants, I hope that this orientation will give you clear direction as you will participate in the actual ranking that will be scheduled soon. And we are expecting you to follow the guidelines as set by the committee and ensure that all your documents are properly arranged. Let's avoid the falsification of documents, and let's just submit what we have, and of course submit our systems to actual ranking procedure. The division office of Zamboanga del Sur will be very happy the time that you will qualify, and you will be part of the force of the division of Zamboanga del Sur to help us deliver better basic education services to our constituents, to the schools, the school heads, the teachers, and the learners, as well as the community. Much are expected of you as you will later discharge your function as administrative officer 2 of the division, who will be assigned in the field. Much also is expected that from you or through you, the division office can achieve much in realizing its goals and objectives and improve the performance in terms of learning outcomes and in terms of governance and management of basic education services. To all of you, uh, thank you so much. And we hope that your attendance in this convergence, though virtual, will be the beginning of your engagement in the schools division of Zamboanga del Sur. Daghang kayong salamat. Back to you, sir.
All right, so that's our OIC ASDS Dr. Jerry C. Bukikito. Sir, thank you. And okay, so meron pala ako nakalimutan kanina no during sa hiring process natin. I forgot to mention itong part na to. So after pala nung comparative assessment of applicants no kung saan malalaman ng applicant kung qualified ba siya or hindi through an email or text. After nun no sa mga qualified na applicants natin, the next thing na mangyayari is yun na yung interview and skills validation natin. So after ng comparative assessment, dito na yung interview and skills validation natin. So maglalabas na yan ng schedule kung kailan mangyayari. And yun lang yung additional information for the hiring process. So at this moment, let's have an open forum. So this is the time na kung meron kayong mga questions, kung meron kayong clarifications, meron kayong queries, no, try to type it on the chat box, no, sa ating Microsoft Teams so that we can address it one by one. So if you have questions, no, this is the time na ilalagay niyo yung mga questions yun dyan para makita namin and we'll try to address that one. Yung mga queries, questions, clarifications. Do we have one? Okay, so may question tayo dito. Isa, hi sir, question po regarding masteral. First sem pa lang po kasi ako sa masteral. Nagpasa lang po ako ng certificate of enrollment na at present nag-undergo ako ng 9 units for the first semester. May points po ba yun or wala? So this one, let's ask one of our team here. Sir Shan?
Question. Hello po, good morning.
That question, it was discussed kanina by Dr. Gay Abduhan na referring DepEd Order number 66 ito po yung sa education. So, ang naka-state doon sa education is car. Pag may car ka sa masteral mo, meron kang 7 points. So, yung question na pag meron akong 9 units for the first semester, may points ba yun o wala? So, wala po siya sa guidelines po natin na may points yung 9 units. At least car ka sa masteral mo or nag-graduate mo na ang masteral. Equivalent to 10 points. As what Ma'am Gay discussing a while ago. Thank you po.
Okay, that's all. Now, sana nakatulong yun. And sana na-address namin. Meron pa tayong mga katanungan dito. Babasahin natin via our YouTube channel. From Ma'am Melanie Divina Gracia. Tanong niya, kailan po ba ma-i-announce or ma-email po ang results if qualified or hindi po qualified? So para kay Ma'am Melanie, no, nasabi na namin kanina, walang specific na date, pero as per sa process flow natin, after ng evaluation ng mga documents natin o ng mga applicants, magsisend na sila ng mga email kung qualified ba yung applicant na yun or hindi. So as for that, no, wala kaming specific na date, basta lang matapos na yung checking, no. Basta yung target namin is within this month mangyayari yung pagsisend ng email natin during sa validation sa mga documents. One from Mercy, Ma'am Mercy Monseda. Tanong niya, pwede po ba ihabol ang performance rating?
Okay, regarding that question, pwede po bang maghabol ng submit? We have already issued a division memo na is the last date of the submission of documents is November 15, if I'm not mistaken, November 15. So, if ano po yung nasubmit nyo na documents care of sa district AOs, yun na po ang final documents na i-evaluate namin. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Next one. Ito. For the 3 rating periods, is it okay to have it from 2 different employers? Like the first 2 is from a previous employer and the other one is from a recent employer? Yes. The answer is yes. So as long as meron kayong 3 rating periods na regardless kung saan galing or kung magkakaiba yung mga employers, pwedeng okay na okay yun. Pwede yun. Basta meron kayong 3 rating periods. Next. Same ba ni sa teacher nga na RQA, sir? The answer is yes. Same lang din sa sa mga teaching. So, we will be posting results also. So, meron pa mga tanong dito, babasahin natin. Ito, from Sir Ronald Regis from Vincent Susagon. Kailangan ba good nga with 3 days training or madidak lang siya sa points? Not necessarily nga walay 3 days training, automatic dili na qualified? So para dyan, sir, hindi naman talaga necessary yung yung meron kang 3 days na certificate sa training. No, kung wala ka noon, hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ka na qualified. Kung meron ka noon, mas maganda sana kasi plus points 'yun. Pero kung wala, okay lang din. Hindi 'yun magma-matter na ma-disqualified ka. It's not going to to determine na disqualified ka na kasi wala ka nito. So kung meron ka lang noon, plus points 'yun. Next one, from Sir Raymond Berth Diamante, regarding the submission of certificates for being a chairperson or chairman, pwede bisa unsa nga certificate like sa church or private sector? Okay, para kay Sir Raymond Diamante, no, regarding sa certificates, no, we are telling na kung ano yung mga a-applyan nyo na work or positions, dapat yung mga certificates is relevant doon sa position na ina-applyan nyo. Okay? So, I hope nasagot namin yon. The next one, meron pa ba? Okay, from Ma'am Robelyn Cabilida. For meritorious awards, may points po ba ang grades for MAED? Currently enrolled po kasi ako, kaya grades lang muna. Robelyn, no, nasagot na po yung tanong na yan, so dapat car. Okay, dapat car. Next one, is it possible to take the assessments virtually if appeal sa shortlisted applicants? Okay, para po sa mga assessments namin, wala po kaming virtual assessment. So lahat po ng assessment na gagawin ng mga applicants ay face-to-face, no? Wala po kaming virtual. Next one, good morning sir. Yung hindi nakatanggap na sendan ng email text, paano yun? Regarding sa mga pag-send ng mga emails, no, we suggest talaga na kung ano yung email na ginamit nyo, dapat active yon para hindi nyo ma-miss yung mga informations na isi-send namin dun sa link nyo. So kung hindi nyo natanggap, baka nagkamali yung email na nilagay nyo. So do we have more questions? Meron pa dito eh. Okay, next one. Good morning. I hope all is well. May I ask, sir, if the interview is face-to-face for those qualified applicants? Is yes, of course. We do have interview and it's going to be face-to-face. So including the skills validation kasi mag-aano kayo sa sa computer. So kailangan talaga face-to-face. Wala pa kaming virtual once again. Okay, may tanong dito sa ano. Good morning, para kay, ano ba, nakangalan to ng YouTube channel. Saan ba yun? Wala. Good morning po. Ask ko lang po if ever po ba walang available na certificate of eligibility due to late releasing. Na pa ba siya ay points ma-earn? Thank you po.
Good morning po. Regarding po sa eligibility, eligibility po is part of the qualification standard of the applicant. So if in case na hindi mo na-attach yung eligibility mo, possible ma-appeal ka sa not qualify kay ang eligibility is one of our qualification standard from CSA yan. So kung new passer ka, dapat sana i-attach mo yung from CSC bitaw nga website. Yun po ang ginagawa ng iba. Ina-attach na lang nila. I-credit naman yan sa ating HRMPSB. Basta meron lang certification from the CSC nga nakapas ka sa present nga exam. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Next question. I am an applicant po with no IPCR since I was a job order in my past jobs and is currently working po as a permanent employee in a government agency. 4 months pa lang po. Auto DQ na po ba? Okay, the answer for this one is hindi. Hindi po auto DQ for that matter. No, walang DQ dyan na mangyayari. Meron pong points na, points actually. Meron pong additional points yan. So, hindi po automatic DQ. Kung sino ka man, sir or ma'am. Okay. Sana po nasagot namin. Okay, next. Meron pa ba tayong questions? Ito. From Ma'am Hazel Parame. Good morning, sir. How about for those who are waiting for their master's graduation? What is the possible document that we can present and prove that we are a graduating student?
Regarding po sa master's degree, dapat po naka-indicate siya sa TOR or sa transcript of records nyo. So, if wala po, if certification lang, sorry po, hindi po siya i-credit ng ating HRMPSB members. So yun po ang agreement pag hindi naka-indicate sa TOR, wala po siyang points sa education na meron siyang master's degree. Yun lang po.
Good day, sir. Just in case po hindi ako qualified, since original po lahat documents na pinasa ko, mababalik po ba sa akin yun?
Sure.
The answers for that is yes, mababalik po. And kung saan kayo nag-submit, din nyo lang po din kukunin yung mga documents na sinubmit nyo in case kung hindi kayo qualified. Okay? So, meron pa tayo dito. Question, counted po ba sa experience ang gikan sa private school nag-teach? Related yun.
Ito bago sa ito.
Para Tapos meron pa dito, teaching experience, sir, valid po ba?
Okay, regarding po sa teaching experience, as what stated sa DepEd Order number 66, series of 2007, na ang experience must be relevant. So if relevant po sa position na ina-applyan natin, i-credit po yung experience natin. For example, teacher or nurse ba kaha, so dili siya relevant. So pag hindi siya relevant sa position na ina-applyan natin, so hindi siya i-credit. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Mga nagtatanong dito nga na ano na yung sinabit nila is 2 ratings period, no? May points ba yon? Kahit konti. Yes po, kahit dalawang certificate lang yung napasa nyo, dalawang IPCR, may points pa rin yun kahit papano. So yes, may points talaga yun kahit 2 lang na rating periods yung isa-submit nyo. Ito, another question. Sir, ang skill test and interview po ba ay magaganap sa mga district offices?
Okay, regarding po sa skills validation and interview, it will be announced later. So possible November, last week na pala tayo ng November. So mga first week siguro or second week sa December. So the question is, saan po ba ang venue? So ang venue will be announced later, pero hindi sa district mga ganap ang venue. It will be administered by the division office. So si HRM PSB na ang mag-set ng date at saka ang venue. So siguro we will be posting updates lang kung matatapos na po namin ang documents evaluation. So right after document evaluation kasi yung skills validation na at interview ang next sked. So target namin is we will mga 2 weeks siguro from now. Siguro. Target lang po namin. So that's all. Thank you.
So I guess yun na yun. So I hope na nasagot namin most of the questions na galing sa ating mga applicants. No? And For the applicants, no, meron pa kami mga tanong dito na hindi namin nasagot ngayon. I suggest na kung meron pa kayong mga karagdagang katanungan, mga clarifications, kasi hindi na kaya ng time namin dito. And I suggest na pumunta na lang kayo sa district niyo at magtanong na lang kayo sa mga district AO natin. So sila rin din yung makakasagot ng mga katanungan niyo if meron pa kayong mga clarifications na dapat talaga ma-address. And for that would be all. That is our virtual orientation for our AO2 applicants. And once again, thank you very much to our viewers and to our technical team headed by Sir Chester Don Bayukot. Thank you, sir. And for the rest of the team, thank you. And sa mga kasama natin dito na involved sa virtual orientation na ito, thank you all. And sa mga attendees natin for this virtual orientation. Thank you, everyone. And I hope you guys do have a great day and good luck sa ating mga applicants.